900 days still new halving. Fear and greed index is at 54, which is neutral, and Bitcoin is currently trading at the 59.1k, slightly above the 58.8k support area that we were talking about previously. And it's not only 58.8k, by the way, it's also 50 moving average, because that's pretty much another bullish sentiment or a signal that is coming for the Bitcoin. Because if you're gonna look at the current time frame, we are currently in the middle of November. Okay, we are currently in a pullback, in a correction, small pullback, touching and trying to bounce from a 50 MA, 50 moving average on a daily time frame. And also, if you're gonna look at the 2017, the middle of November, we had a correction. To which point? We had a correction to the 50 MA, to 50 moving average. Then we had a bounce. Again, it was in the middle of November. We had a bounce, and obviously it was the beginning of the so-called the biggest bull run in the obviously humankind. So yeah, it was the trigger catalyst for the bull run, bounce from 50 MA in the middle of November. So in this case, we're gonna have the same outcome. Yesterday we had a doji. Today is gonna be the last day before the bounce to the new all-time high in roughly 1-2 weeks. Obviously, if we're gonna get a nice bounce from 50 MA as we had in the previous bull run, so that would be pretty nice. So this obviously signal is giving us a lot of hopium, but still we got a 50 MA to hit a bounce from. So yeah, but currently you can like DCA. There's plenty of time for the DCA. Also, MACD on a 4-hour time frame is finishing the red phase. On a daily time frame, it's currently in a big red phase, which is pretty negative. But again, same as the 2017 middle of November, we had a red phase of MACD, which is pretty obvious also. So yeah, on a weekly time frame, obviously weekly time frame is not looking good, except of MACD that is still in a green phase, and the monthly is still looking positive, obviously. So yeah, other indicators, obviously we're currently at a support on a long-term pitchfork, which would be 58.8k. The same area is pretty significant area actually for the Bitcoin, 58.8k, which give us a lot of bullish sentiment actually. For now on, obviously, if you're gonna keep bouncing from this area, and the resistance on the long-term pitchfork, the current one would be 68.4k roughly in the next week too. So yeah, and obviously if we can say that prediction for the November close is highly unlikely, but who knows, that's a Bitcoin, we'll see. Even 90,000 or even 80,000, let's just say like that, 80,000 would be even okay for us to reach in by the November close, if we're gonna have a nice bounce from a 50 moving average on a daily time frame, would be pretty nice. Ethereum is kind of bouncing from 50 moving average right now, and BNB is currently trading above the 50 moving average, is pretty far away from it, but yeah, it's kind of in a small consolidation correction, let's just say like that. BTC dominance, nothing special is happening here, kind of flat, currently at 43.6, which is obviously not significant. So yeah, that's pretty much all TA for the Bitcoin and for crypto today. Obviously we're gonna look at this 50 58.8k support. We're gonna hope for a nice bounce from it, and obviously for a nice bounce from a 50 MA, which is the same area. So yeah, let's move on to the news. Today we got some pretty interesting news from on-chain data that shows us the fact that holders or hodlers, I'll just say like that, let's call them like that, hodlers who bought at 20k refuses to sell BTC at all-time highs. And 20k was actually more than a year ago, so and they actually holding for a long time. Also, Indian Prime Minister urges democratic countries to collaborate on crypto. So also India in general appears to be taking a progressive stance on a BTC, which is Bitcoin, especially given the fact that the country is attempting to reach a uniform viewpoint on a categorization and legality of this new asset class, which is the cryptocurrency, specifically Bitcoin. I don't see them talking about other currency, but obviously hoping for the Bitcoin since we all are Bitcoin holders. So yeah, that's pretty much all TA news for today. Still got a hopium, still this 50 moving average is giving us tons of hopium for next week or even 2 weeks, or at least this November close, monthly close. So yeah, hoping for a 58.8k bounce and new all-time high to the moon.